Am I taking crazy pills here? What the heck is even going on? This show is so filled with boring conversations, characters no one cares about, girl bosses everywhere, and more diversity than even Disney quotas demand. This silver timeline sure is crazy. This universe has more testosterone-filled women than all of the females in the MCU. And this episode takes it to that next level. First, the bait and switch. A cliffhanger at the end of episode 2 with the Spartans heading out for a battle. This episode starts with the Master Chief promising a fight by saying that we will have contact. But instead of Covenant, it's a full episode of women acting like tough men. We got the 5'0" Captain Karen Briggs that goes toe to toe with the 7-foot tall Master Chief, pointing a gun at his head. You go, girl. We see Riz giving the FUIs to the Master Chief that scream, "You male pig." We also see Kai talking down to the Chief like he's some petulant little brother that just caught lying about being in her bedroom. Oh, and then there's Karina on the rubble, or as I call it, the big rock of I don't care. Walking around like the cock of the walk. She's looking like some frat boy waiting for that benzo to take effect on the girl at the bar. Heck, we even have the former admiral looking dominatrix style down at the Chief, waiting for him to apologize for being male. Oh, then there's Liara taking on 2 dudes and Conan Karina in hand-to-hand combat and winning. But of course, we can't go talking about girl bosses, diversity, and alpha women without mentioning Kwan Ha. Here is the queen of the Halo universe, the best 17-year-old fighter to ever exist. There is no man, woman, Spartan, or Covenant that could stand against her. Something tells me we're gonna see Kwan taking down an elite hand-to-hand in an upcoming episode. Let me put it this way. The kill count for this episode, Master Chief, 0. Kwan Ha, 6. And the score for this video, like, 1. Sub, 1. Thanks. Now once again, Kwan was 16 years old in the first season. It's been 6 months, so she's now a seasoned and battle-worn 17-year-old, taking out killers that have only been pirating their whole lives, gangsters that run that big rock of I don't care. If all these examples don't tell you that this show is woke, then I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, this show has also had its first LGTV couple kiss, a former Spartan at that, and some kind of spiritual healer. Here we go, injecting wokeness in a show about space soldiers. Let it go, you bigot. This is the silver timeline. Who is this show made for? I've said it 1,000 times. Who's writing this junk? All the critics seem to say that it's better than the first season though. It's more streamlined this second season. It's been revived. It's a huge shift from season 1. And this is where I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like when I criticized season 1, people thought I was overreacting and it's, oh, not that bad. But now everyone's criticizing it, comparing it to the second season. This show is selling something totally different than what it's been advertising. How can people not see it? Am I the only one that sees the awesome trailers and then seeing something different from the actual episodes? Am I the only one that looks at the whole of the Halo universe and doesn't see where this melodrama fits in? Am I the only one that's interested in the Master Chief, in Spartans, in going to an actual Halo ring? I can't be. Yes, I know, Pablo. This isn't for me, so there's no point in talking about it. But I can see with my own 2 eyes. The people making this show saw a great franchise in Halo and decided to use it as a platform for their message, because their message can't stand on its own 2 feet. Activist writers, producers, directors using Halo the way Disney uses movies for their agenda. Listen to this.
The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last, like they are turning it around. They're going hard. Let's have these 2 characters kiss. Let's in the background. Like I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to like if you see anything queer in the show.
She said the quiet parts out loud, and they're doing the same here. They want to change what worked to build this franchise to its huge success and say, no, it's better our way. It's like Cortana in this show. Here she is in all her lame glory, especially compared to the way she looked like in the games. Now, here's the thing. People writing this show look at this and see sexism, misogyny, and all that stuff. Fine, I accept that. In fact, I work with my boys on their thought lives about girls and how to avoid the trappings of lust and porn. I do it with an app called Covenant Eyes, which you can see in my description. But the point is, here's a character that worked before, even though she may have been a stumbling block for many people. And then, all of a sudden, these writers came along and said, nope, our version of her is better, and we're just supposed to go along with it. And to demand bringing back what worked, what people liked, you're just a bigot. Someone who just complains and hates women. That's the only argument they have, because on its merits, they know people like us are right. And what they're doing is stupid and won't sell in the long run because it's boring and vapid. And you could do that with every character in the franchise that they've done dirty. With the Chief, with Admiral Keyes, with the non-existent Sergeant Johnson, with the youngest 60-year-old looking Dr. Halsey. Bro, just stop. This is the silver timeline. Yeah, I know. They keep reminding us of that. But if this show was on the other foot, how would they react? Let's go make a Barbie movie. Advertise it with Barbie. Promote it with pink everywhere. Talk about girl power and all that cool stuff. Cool. No problem. Love it, actually. But when it comes out, it's going to be all blue with a focus on Ken living his best life. But we'll have Barbie in there for a couple minutes to make sure we get enough footage for a trailer. And if people complain, they're just being sexist. And they don't understand what the Barbie franchise is. Listen, this franchise is called Halo, and we've yet to get a Halo in this show. The universe revolves around Spartans, and in this last season and a half, we've had 40 minutes of them fighting like Spartans. The fan base loves the character of the Master Chief, helmet on, since he first climbed out of that cryo chamber in Halo 1. And all we've gotten is this emotional basket case that no one seems to like, even his own team. But yet the show keeps reminding us that he's a hero. I must be in the minority. But time will tell. Will this show continue to be made? Probably. Why? Not because of ratings or popularity. This show will continue to be made for one reason: contracts. Shows like this, like the Rings of Power, sign multiple season contracts that dictate how many seasons are going to be made. This is why some shows keep getting quote unquote renewed, when in reality, they're just fulfilling the contracts that have been signed. Making money or losing money. And there is no way this show is making money. This is also why so much production value is being spent on them talking. It's cheaper. Having everyone in the armor, flying ships, fighting CGI aliens is expensive, and they can only afford a few good fights per season. It's cheaper to have them monologuing than actually doing Halo stuff. Well, guess we'll see what season 4 offers. Maybe by then we'll actually see a Halo ring, perhaps some real fights, and maybe even the Flood. But tell me what you think. Am I the only one?